Sorry I'm late, sorry I'm late.
Oh, no worries. We just need you to film a video saying which sports cards you think are good buys right now.
Yeah, I'd go probably Jordan Autos. I think those are solid right now.
Yeah. Do you have like something a little cheaper?
Yeah, you could go LeBron Autos if you're on a budget.
Okay, well, we're talking about people on a bit of a budget here.
Yeah, okay, so like super budget, like you have no money. Probably Luka Doncic Prism Silver PSA 10 then. I feel like just go for that.
Yeah, okay, so maybe let's regroup.
Apologies for the intro. We're on lockdown season 3 here in the Philippines, and my season has actually been suspended, so I've way too much time on my hands. But what it was meant to get across was the fact that I'm seeing a little bit of a disconnect lately with some of the bigger YouTubers. And that actually includes myself. Not that I'm a big YouTuber, but just a lot of the cards you hear people talk about all the time are $1,000 and up, maybe even as high as $10,000, especially when you see a lot of nationals content, which is great, and I love watching it, and it's definitely very exciting. But for 99% of people, it's just not relatable. It's not practical. It's not the waters they're playing in. And I actually saw a lot of comments saying, I can't relate to this. Why do you only talk about expensive cards? I want to hear about cards that might be in my price range. What are some things I can look at? So today I'm going to be bringing you guys 3 cards under $100 that I would be targeting right now. And actually the 4th kind of bonus one is a grading strategy that should cost you well under $100. And I've been seeing a lot of success with late. And the first card is going to be Kevin Durant Topps Black PSA 8, and you can get this card for under $100 right now. And some people might already be thinking, wow, Kevin Durant card, rocket science, you really blew our minds with that suggestion. And fair enough, although that wasn't the boldest prediction out there, I think this card makes a lot of sense right now. For some weird reason, I feel like people have kind of written off the Brooklyn Nets after last season because they didn't make it to the finals, when it really was just, Kevin Durant's shoes being one size shorter away from them advancing. And going into the next season, they're the betting favorites right now to win the NBA title. Kevin Durant just won the gold medal and reminded us exactly what type of player he is. On a court with NBA superstars, Jason Tatum, Damian Lillard, a bunch of other great players, it was clear who was the man, and it was Kevin Durant. And even besides all that, let's just look at the chart. This PSA 8, it was at a high of $500 at one point. And now it's back down at 100, even below. You can definitely get the Topps white well under $100, but I went for the black because it's lower pop, it's only $1,900, and it's still around that $100 mark. You might have to do a little work, but I think you can get it under 100. Next up, a soccer card actually. This one is also $100, and that is Kai Havertz Optic Holo PSA 9. Now, one of the things I love about soccer is even on a low budget, you can get low pop cards of potential superstars for under $100. This one is the perfect example. It's a pop 89 with only 5 higher. There's only 5 PSA 10s. Havertz is far from a sure bet, but he did score the winning goal in the Champions League finals. He didn't do as much for Germany as I was maybe hoping at the Euros this summer, but that's still a strong squad who could make some noise at the World Cup, which is only just a year away now. And it's also going to be a second season at Chelsea. They just signed a very talented Belgian striker in Romelu Lukaku, so I think that's really going to open things up for Havertz, probably get him more assists. He's just going to be more settled too because it's his second year, and I think that could be big. We might see the performance and the numbers he was putting up at Leverkusen before he came over to Chelsea. And last is just one more soccer card, Neymar Prism PSA 9. Some of you may heard the news that's rocking the world right now. Messi has announced that he's leaving FC Barcelona after being there his whole career, and the likely landing spot for him is PSG. Now, a front 3 of Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe definitely sounds terrifying and would just be a show. That's more of a dream though. I'm not a financial fair play expert and I don't know what's going on, but a lot of people have said if Messi gets there, Mbappe might have to leave. But I think it's safe to say that Neymar will be there. Messi and Neymar really want to play together. And if that happens, there's no doubt in my mind there will be a ton of interest around Neymar cards. The 2014 is not a true rookie, but I really feel it's the next best thing because his true rookies are like impossible to find basically. I've been looking at them forever. They're from Brazil. 99.99% of people are not gonna go out and buy a Neymar True Rookie from Brazil. So as much as people may like to hate on it, what they're gonna be looking at is Prism. And this PSA 9, I think, is a pretty good option. There's probably a good amount of them coming back from PSA, and I think that's a big reason of why this price has kind of went down a lot. But it's not crazy pop, it's only around 2,000. And even just besides that, back in March, there was sales as high as $200. And now this is selling around 40 bucks. At that point, what's really your downside? And it goes back to what I said about the Kevin Durant one. Especially these big time dealers, they're not gonna nickel and dime you on a $40 card. So especially if you can get it off eBay at a card show, you can find someone who's just basically looking to get rid of this. I think you can get it for, 35 bucks. Even if it starts comping at 60, 70, there's an opportunity there. And the last one is actually a grading strategy. And it's funny because I made a video talking about if I was new, I had a small budget, I wouldn't be grading. This was actually even before PSA shut down. I was like, you can submit for $20, $25, but it's gonna take a year to get back. I'm just not really sure it's realistic. But since then, a new player has entered the game. SGC, it's been around for a while. It's not a brand new company, but at least to me, in terms of being relevant for more of like that flip type potential, now it's something I believe in. I talked in depth in another video about what you should and shouldn't be submitting to SGC. And to keep it simple, what you shouldn't be submitting to SGC, stuff that's readily available in PSA slabs. Modern basketball, your Zions, your Jaws, Tyler Heroes, stay away from that. You're not gonna do well with that. What you should be submitting to SGC, stuff that isn't available in PSA slabs, but is hot and in demand. And I think the perfect example of that would be Topps Chrome Formula 1. And now before you start booing, everyone just relax here. The influencer pump and dump of Formula 1, just relax. The proof is in the pudding, as they say. So let me just show you. Right here, Max Verstappen, Topps Chrome Sapphire. This isn't a big time card by any means. SGC 10 sold for $115 of this particular variation. And I saw that and I was like, okay, not an absurd amount to pay. I'm sure for an F1 collector or investor, they're happy to spend that much. But I was like, I've bought a couple Max Verstappen Sapphires. I don't think they're that expensive. I wonder how much they're going for at this exact moment. And I checked. You can get that exact Max Verstappen Topps Chrome Sapphire in addition to another one that I believe also went for $130 in a lot for $6 on bid too. So it's not like someone just sniped this or this was a once in a lifetime pickup. There's other ones available. This is around what they go for. Now, is that me saying rush out and buy Topps Chrome Formula 1 and grade it, you're gonna be rich? No, I'm not saying that. By the time you get your cards back, things are probably gonna be a little bit different. And I'm doing it, maybe some other people are gonna be doing it after this video. But the point is just showing there's money to be made there with SGC grading. Maybe it's not Formula 1. I've talked about a ton of soccer stuff you can do. Maybe even stuff I don't know about. For all I know, there's great Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or a bunch of random stuff. I'm sure there's some great stuff you can send into SGC that's not really slabbed up with PSA, but would be in high demand. You're not guaranteed a 10 by any means. But with SGC, it's far from impossible. And once again, it goes back to the time and effort thing. If you have that low budget, make sure you're really inspecting these cards. Heck, you could even go to a local card show. I'm sure you will find some Formula 1 cards or whatever you happen to go after. And just as of now, I think the numbers make sense. So if you don't want to go that graded card route, it's just something to at least think about. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I hope it was helpful. We're gonna keep the videos coming. See you next time.